MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's the second game of the National League Championship Series between the San Francisco Giants and the Atlanta Braves. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Well, in a 7-game series, winning Game 1 on the road is great, but it doesn't mean all that much if you can't back it up and win Game 2. A win here really puts them in a commanding position, but if they split these first 2 games, it basically becomes a best of a 5-game series starting all over again from scratch.
All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Cole Hamels will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Cole Hamels, one of the top left-handed pitchers in the game of baseball. Early on in his career with the Philadelphia Phillies, was really almost the ace of those really good Philadelphia Philly teams. His best pitch, the straight changeup. His changeup was as good as it is now when he was in high school coming out of San Diego, California. 93 to 95, will throw the overhand curveball, but primarily a 2-pitch pitcher. Fastball and a lot of straight changeups.
Hard hit ball to second. Albies picks it up. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Next to bat for the Giants, Steven Duggar. First pitch on its way. No balls and a strike to count. Duggar, playing here in his age 26 season. He was taken in the 6th round back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out. Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
At the plate now, Hunter Pence. Line towards center field. Inciarte is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. In now, Mike Yastrzemski. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. From the stretch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Duggar leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw in time, and the side is retired. A solid first inning from Cole Hamels. And now the Braves will get their initial shot here. No score. Drew Smyly is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0. Skied into straightaway right. Yastrzemski's got it, and there's one gone. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, I really appreciate the tenacity that Ender Inciarte plays with. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Turned on down the line, but that'll get fouled. It's 0-2 now. Bases are empty, one man out. Slow roller down the third baseline. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. And with two away, let's check in with our up-to-the-minute playoff bracket. And you can see our series at 1-0 as things are starting to heat up here as we get later into October. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hey. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike three called, and the inning is over. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on MLB Network.
Leading off for the Giants, the third baseman, Evan Longoria.
Now the pitch.
Hey.
And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And no one will track it down.
Hey, last two pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Liner into right center. That's a base hit. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And the Giants are in business here on the leadoff double.
Yeah, some guys have the ability to rise the occasion while some guys shrink away when it matters the most. Well, this guy is a gamer. He's been on fire since the postseason started, and after that hit, it looks like he doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third.
Oh, wow, what a stop. It's in time.
Seven. The catcher, number 28, Buster Posey.
So a definite RBI spot here. Runner at third, one away. And that brings up Buster Posey. Here's the first pitch to him. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Chasing after it is Inciarte. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. Now the relay home, and he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ballgame. So bases are empty here with two gone, and standing in now the left-handed hitting first baseman Brandon Belt. This is hit the other way out toward left field, and that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with two away. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
So now to the plate, Drew Smyly. As Hamels will jump ahead of him, it's 0-1. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Lifted down the line in left. On the move is Ozuna, and no one will track it down. The Giants have struck first here. They lead it 1-0 as we play the second. Good fastball swung on and missed for strike three, and the inning is over. Two hits for the Giants lead to a run in the inning. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Giants 1 and the Braves 0.
Leading up for the Braves, the left fielder, Marcell Ozuna.
First pitch on its way. That finds the zone, a called strike. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance, but he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the.
Here's how San Francisco lines up defensively. And behind the plate, world champion, former MVP, former Rookie of the Year. He's done it all. Buster Posey. Buster is in full command of this pitching staff.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike one. d'Arnaud, playing here in his age 31 season. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Ender Inciarte is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one. 0-1, here's the pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. And Pence will move over to make the play to end the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. So it's back to the top of the order now. And up next, the utility man, Wilmer Flores.
Wilmer Flores.
First pitch of the at-bat. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He's around first, heading for 2. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Well, back in the day, you would hope your leadoff man can work a walk or leg out an infield single, but not in today's game. Now they expect the leadoff hitter to have a little pop, just like this guy. Nice leadoff double.
And that'll bring up Steven Duggar. As Hamels will jump ahead of him, it's 0-1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. I'm set with the 0-1. Hit out towards second. Albies brings it in, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Hunter.
Into the box, Hunter Pence hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
0-1 the count. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And this one is gone. A home run. So a 2-run home run off the bat of Hunter Pence. His first homer so far in the series, as the Giants have now taken a 3-0 lead.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Into the box now, Mike Yastrzemski. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Popped him up. Riley in foul ground. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Up next to the Giants.
Stepping up now, Evan Longoria. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. A bouncer up the middle. And that's through for a hit. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Brandon Crawford digging in next. Line drive base hit into the left center field gap. And big trouble as this gets to the wall now. Longoria rounds third and is digging for the plate. Safe at the plate as they move on top 4-0.
Great piece of hitting here. Men on first, and they're playing him to pull, but he crosses them up and goes the other way with it, making the outfielder cover a lot of extra ground. That allowed the runner to come all the way around from first to score, and that was a great piece of hitting.
And that'll bring up Buster Posey. And now the runner's trying for third. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Ozuna will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We played 2.5. It's now 4-0 San Francisco. Stepping in, Austin Riley, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
Smiley, former Tampa Bay Ray, he signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. That's in there, and the Braves look to have extra bases on their first hit of the game. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Not really much the pitcher can do about that one. He put the ball down in the zone where he wanted it, but it was just a solid piece of hitting. Goes down and gets it and pulls it into the corner for extra bases.
Yeah, as you know, Dan, sometimes the hitter just wins. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. Nothing in 2 now.
In today's game, it's seeing so many guys strike out and not worry about it. I'd love to see a little 2-strike approach right here. Maybe shorten up a little bit and try and 4-speed something the other way.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. A swing and a ground ball to third, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Ronald Acuna will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Into center field, line drive base hit. Second, but he's in safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score. And that'll bring in the former top prospect Ozzie Albies. No balls and 1 strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. Good pitch there, called a strike on the inside corner.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
That's popped up. Flores ranging into the outfield. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Braves pick up a run on the RBI double. We played 3 full. It's the Giants 4 and the Braves 1. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Brandon Belt getting ready to lead things off here. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. right side. Albies scoops it up. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
The pitcher, number 18.
So digging in now, Drew Smyly. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control 0-2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck out so far, and now he finds himself in the hole with 2 strikes.
Got him to go down swinging there. Drew Smyly sent packing for the second out of the inning. Wilmer Flores is in for the third time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1.
Sometimes it's all about the stuff you have on a particular day. You take a look inside the numbers, 100% of his first.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3 as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Into the box now. Freddie Freeman comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And the leadoff man in the inning will get the job done here. It's an infield single. And now it looks like they want some time to review that one here, so they'll check with their replay guys. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play and tough for us to tell at full speed. So here's the signal from the bench, and they will.
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, umpires look ready, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and it ends up being a well-used challenge there. And that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. And this is bounced foul at the plate, and that moves the count to 0-2 now. Ozuna, once a member of the Cardinals organization, he became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a one-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
First delivery to him on the way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Yastrzemski will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Digging in once again, Steven Duggar, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch of the at-bat. Pulled toward right center field. Acuna has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. So one away here with the bases empty, and that brings in the outfielder Hunter Pence.
It'll be interesting to see if they...
A dive, and he knocks it down. Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a one-out base runner. Standing in now, Mike Yastrzemski, as he will swing at the first pitch and line this one into left center, and that's going to get down for extra bases. Pence is on his way home. He'll score easily as they stretch the lead to 5-1. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teamates in the dugout.
Here comes the Braves manager out as he'll take that slow walk toward the mound. And the change is forthcoming as that'll be all here for Cole Hamels. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one.
He didn't fool anybody there because he was waiting on that curveball all the way. Stays back and lets it break right over the heart of the plate. Gives it a ride and drives in a run. Nice piece of hitting right there.
Into the box, Brandon Crawford, as he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat. It's strike one. Lifetime versus this arm. He's 0 for 5. High in the air out to center field. Inciarte's there. 2 down. And now Gracious just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem.
The catcher, number 28.
Here's Buster Posey now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive. That's a base hit into the right center field gap. To second now, but he's safe as a run will score on the play as well.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches, but when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it. And that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt, as he will swing and miss at a breaking pitch on the outer half. It's 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Leaps and makes a terrific catch, and with that, the side is retired. A ball ticketed for right center, but the ticket is revoked as he goes up to pull this one down. Back with more postseason baseball in Game 2 after this. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The center fielder, Ender.
Popped him up. Crawford has a play. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting.
So stepping in, Austin Riley. He got called out on strikes his last time through. On a line, that's a base hit.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
Finally, they show some signs of life. These guys have been swinging the bats like they're underwater or something. But a single and a double, and now they've got runners on second and third. We'll see if they can cash them in.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. From the belt, kicks and deals. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the always dangerous Ronald Acuna Jr. And a throw behind the runner at third, and he'll dive back in. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Hey, he's rolling so far in this one as we head into middle part of this game. How about 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes? If he continues to do that, he just might finish this one.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. Throw to first is going to be in time, and the Braves rally comes up short as that's out number 3. 2 left for Atlanta. They're down 7-1. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with their manager, Gabe Kapler, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. 8 of their hits have gone for extra bases, so they're not only putting the ball in play and getting on base, they are doing so with authority. And that has this dugout feeling awfully good about themselves, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Grant Dayton gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. First pitch of the at-bat. Strike one to start the at-bat. A 1 pitch on its way. Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now that
ready for another shot now, Wilmer Flores. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A bouncer to the left side. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
The center fielder, number 6, Steven Duggar.
Striding in, Steven Duggar. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Strike taken, good bender on the outside there.
Like that pitch there, lefty on lefty matchup, curveball away to a lefty, smart pitch.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. And it's gone as they add still another. Solo shot to right center. His first homer here in the series, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Normally this matchup is the last thing you want to see, left on left, but he kept his front shoulder square, stayed in that at bat, and absolutely demolished that baseball.
Now back, left fielder, Hunter Pence.
At the plate, Hunter Pence. Line drive to center field. Inciarte will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Giants add on one more. Bye-bye, baby, the solo home run. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's the Giants 8 and the Braves 1. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in as the switch-hitting second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And they'd look to catch him flush down near the foot or the ankle, but he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern, but from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. The windup and the 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Duggar is there, 2 gone.
Now batting, the left fielder, Marcell Ozuna.
Here's Marcell Ozuna, 0 for 2. He's flown out twice. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Down in order go the Braves. It's still an 8-1 ball game. New inning set to get underway, and standing in the outfielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
Right fielder, number 5, Mike Yastrzemski.
He's set, and the pitch. And he'll step out for a moment to reassess things here on an 0-2 count. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field, but that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And the Giants are in business here on the leadoff double.
Wow, he puts a serious charge into this ball, ends up splitting the two outfielders, bangs up against the wall in right center, and he cruises into second, knowing he can't hit the ball much harder than that.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria, as he'll take a good look at a curveball that sweeps right across the zone in there for the first strike. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to line up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
Chris Martin comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Chris Martin.
In now, Brandon Crawford. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. And it's gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center. His first homer so far in the series as this lead got even wider.
Man, that's not very nice. You come in from the bullpen and you get greeted with a bomb. He's going to have to hit the reset button pronto.
So the bases are clear now following the home run. And now it'll be the catcher, Buster Posey. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he popped him up, drifting back behind first. Freeman stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone.
Up next to the Giants.
Now in the box, Brandon Belt. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Riley is in his tracks now, and he's got it for out number 2.
The pitcher, number 18.
So striding in, Drew Smiley. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First offering on its way. Fouled off. 3 runs already home here. Again, another foul ball. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. He'll get it into second. And the gamble will work out. He's in at second base with a 2-out double.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Two-seam fastball, sinker. He stayed inside it. Didn't have the action the pitcher would have liked.
You know, that's a sinker right there, Mark, that's intended to be down in the zone. And this pitcher better get the ball down because he can't live up in the strike zone.
plate now, Wilmer Flores. This is line to left. Ozuna is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. Giants out in front here, 11-1. Digging in to try it again, Travis d'Arnaud. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
0-2, here it comes. And it's fouled away. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes on 0-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That was aggressive pitching in that at-bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
Ender Inciarte stands in as he looks at a called strike. Called strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
And that's the 2nd out.
The batter, the third baseman, Austin Riley.
Striding into the box, Austin Riley. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Duggar giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They trail by double digits, 11-1. Stepping into the box, Steven Duggar. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. And he fouls this one off. Here's the 0-1 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Inciarte is there, and he has it for the first out.
The left fielder, number 8.
Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Now batting, Hunter Pence, who went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. First offering on its way. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Pence now heading for second. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
The right fielder, number 5, Mike Yastrzemski.
To the plate now, Mike Yastrzemski. Line drive base hit. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
Yeah, Matt, hard to stay focused on the game when the score is this far out of hand, especially when you're on the losing side of it. Even as broadcasters, it can be a little bit challenging to stay fully dialed in.
So now to the plate, Evan Longoria. Fouled away. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Gone! A 2-run home run for Evan Longoria. His first homer here in the series as they just continue to pour it on here. Well, they've got the elevate and celebrate thing working in this one, guys. That was their 4th big fly of the game.
Matty V, D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is like crazy. 4th round trip of the game so far. They're missing over the heart of the plate, not using the quadrants. In the hitters meeting, they focused on this stuff. They thought these guys could miss middle, and that's exactly what's happening.
Standing in now, Brandon Crawford. Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right. Gone. Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His 2nd home run of the game as the blowout continues.
The catcher, number 28, Buster Posey.
At the plate, Buster Posey. He swings and crushes it. Oh my, there is no doubt about this one. And they've done it again. Back-to-back-to-back home runs. A solo home run for Buster Posey. His 2nd home run of the series as this lead got even wider.
The first baseman, number 9, Brandon Belt.
Into the box, Brandon Belt, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it. He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Luke Jackson comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Into the box now, Drew Smiley.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, second baseman, Wilmer.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Wilmer Flores. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. He's set, here it comes. Hit on the ground to short.
Swanson scoops it up.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 9 men come to the plate, however. 5 of them score. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Giants lead it 16-1. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Behind 0-2 now. Line drive, base hit.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit, leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
To the plate now, Adam Duvall, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Behind 0-2 now. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Pence has a read on it, And that's the first out of the inning. One away for the Braves here in inning number 8. And that brings forward Ronald Acuna Jr. High in the air out to center field. Duggar is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. So up steps Ozzie Albies. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, man. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Braves strand 1, and as you can see, they are way behind. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the outfielder Steven Duggar. First pitch on its way. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Inciarte is there, one quick out to start inning number 9.
The left fielder, number 8, Hunter Pence.
Into the box now, Hunter Pence, working on a good line in this ball game, 3 for 5 thus far. He's able to ride this one high and deep toward right center. Pence now heading for second, but that'll be off the wall in right center. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
Well, when you're hitting the ball as well as he is, every time you swing the bat, you're thinking the ball's leaving the ballpark. He had a home run last time, and he almost had another one here. Nothing wrong with a double off the wall, though.
In now, Mike Yastrzemski, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. Hard hit ball to second. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Stepping in, Evan Longoria. Already 4 RBIs in his pocket to this point. First pitch coming, here it is. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. And goodbye, this one ain't coming back. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, his 2nd of the game, as they just continue to pour it on here. Crawford is going to have another crack at it here, and it's been a great offensive performance for him so far. This was back in the 8th, his 2nd home run of the game, as he'd dearly love to make it 3 right here. No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Acuna's there for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. San Francisco leads this one 18-1. So next up will be Freddie Freeman. He's the one to start off the 9th inning, with his guys in danger of going down 2 games to none if they can't rally.
Freeman.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Yastrzemski is there, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 20.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Marcell Ozuna. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Yastrzemski is there, and there are 2 men gone now.
The batter, the catcher.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Travis Garneau. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try
and he'll make the catch to end it for the final out. And the Giants will take a 2-0 lead back home for Game 3 as this one is over.
Hey, listen, in baseball, we don't see very many complete games any longer because of pitch counts. But listen, he was good from the first inning through the 9th. Well-deserved complete game victory.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
(18-1) this evening. The Giants get the win to take a 2-0 series lead. Drew Smyly is the winning pitcher of record. Cole Hamels struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.